So the problem is I don't remember where that cursed maze was. Right, let's check out this path. Oh no. Papa Roach. He killed his friend. What happened to Papa Roach? Did they really just release Last Resort and then they disappeared off the face of the planet? Drops the greatest hit of 2003. Quits music, refuses to elaborate. Oh, what the heck? It's like invisible walls. What is this? Very confused. Yikes, okay. I guess she only retaliates against the weak enemies. That soldier's dead. He lived. So that Beelzebub fight still has me, like, tensed up. We were basically on our, like, last legs. Burial chamber. Here lies Spectre. Here lies Sakahagi. So again, more of our victims. What's the purpose of these chambers? Surely it's not to make us feel guilt. Have you been through the 12 meters of eternity yet? It can take you to different places like the vault or the maze, but I'm warning you, don't go through it when the Kagatsushi sign shines the weakest. Why? What do you mean, why? If you want to wander into the Wicked King's room, you won't come out alive. Oh. So if I talked to this guy, I would have found out exactly what I was supposed to do. It's okay. And more items. What is it? Deathstone. Deathstones are pretty good, but I don't really know if I want to fuse any more fiends. Maybe Trumpeter would be good. Because I think Trumpeter, he basically just has all elements, basically. So he's like an elemental master, essentially. We've kind of already got Titania for that, though. So I don't know if we need... We strictly need him. But I suppose it doesn't hurt. Maybe he's better than Titania, I don't know. I've definitely seen videos. I remember there was a point when I was watching, like, just, there's like a guy on YouTube basically just uploaded every boss fight from, Nocturne. I was just watching some of them. And for a lot of them, he had Titania in his party. And I was kind of like, why Titania? But now that I'm using her, I kind of get it. She's actually quite good. Okay, so we need the star key. So it's in a place that was previously cursed. As for where that is, I don't know. Perspective is so hard to judge. The only one of these, like, mini-games like this in games that I actually like, in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, there's the Ultra Warp Ride, which is basically the same sort of mini-game. But it doesn't quite go as fast as this. And you can at least see somewhat ahead. For a while, I was actually grinding shinies off that. I was trying to. And I'll never forget, I lost a shiny Swallow. I did the usual thing. I went in, shiny Swallow. I was like, awesome, this is great. And then, pulse swiped, as you do, reduced the HP, and he used Brave Bird and died. And I lost the shiny. And I was like... All I had to do was save the game before the fight, and I would have been able to get the shiny the next time, but I Didn't. Because with the regular Pokemon shinies in that mini game, I don't know what to call it. If you save before the shiny, it's always a shiny. Whereas with the legendaries, you can soft reset. I think. I never really bothered with shiny hunting legendaries because it takes way too long. I don't have the shiny charm in that game anyway, so... One of these days, I don't know. That's the thing, when am I going to have time? I was going to say one of these days I'll just do like tons of like Pokemon grinding and stuff, just for shinies, whatever. But I don't know when I'm ever going to have time to do that. Like completing my decks in like the 3DS games is what I mean. Like I can actually stream DS games nowadays. I figured out how to get it to work. And it's not, I'm not talking about emulation, like I can actually get it to work on the hardware. But it's not very good quality is the problem. I think it's because my internet's shit. It doesn't work properly. I got plenty of other stuff to do on streams anyway. Still need to finish this game, for instance. Magic Barrier, that's fine. Chitiang is about to level up, which is good. Yeah, I've been so surprised by Hanuman, Chitiang, Dasheng. You hear a voice. Oh, guess I'm a little late to the party. Getting down here was like running through a nightmare. True story, hee-ho. Hee-ho, remember me? The Emperor of Kabukicho has finally made his comeback. He to the Friezo. Ho to the Frieze. What? Oh, and if you're wondering what exactly this comeback entails, I'm not at liberty to say. Don't ask me why I shrank in size either. Trade secret, huh? Anyhow, the reason I'm in this hellhole is because I'm trying to fight my way to the top, bottom. I know, if I tag along with you, I can learn to be the coolest, strongest self, huh? So, enough heeing and hoeing. Let's go already. Oh my god, Black Frost joined you without your consent? Oh my god. What level is he? He's level 66, shit. With Bufidine, Mamodon, Berserk. Okay. I should probably just release Charonzon. I feel like I should keep a spot open in the party. Be part of a Charonzon. I don't really need him. He's not going to fuse with anything useful anyway, I don't think. Okay, I don't know why it turned me around. Well, that was a happy accident. I guess that's because I defeated him before he ended up in hell. That all's well that ends well, I suppose. Yeah, these insta-kill attacks are so silly. Chichang Dasheng wants to talk to me? Yeah, I need to be nice once in a while. And tracked pipe. Here, kid, have some smokes. Put this in your pipe and smoke it. He doesn't evolve again, unfortunately, but he's pretty good. I mean, the big thing is, he has no weaknesses, and he blocks physical, light, and dark, which, in terms of just, like, team coverage, is so good. You know? So if we get hit by a group physical attack, he blocks it. And if we get hit by light or dark, I'm the only one that's at risk. Obviously, I'm very at risk with the Gaia Magatama equipped, but I'm not going to keep that forever. Must have been on the next floor up. Can I even get the next floor up? I think I need the Sun Key for this. Okay. So, I need to go back to the previous Kalpa. The second Kalpa, I think. And then... Okay, let's go back to the start. Either way, I think I should probably save, because I don't really want to die. I don't want to get, like, suddenly ambushed and the guy hits me with 2 freaking dark attacks and I just lose the game. Go back to the entrance to the labyrinth, yes please. Alright. Should just be a way to skip this minigame, man, seriously. Once you play through it like 10 times, it should just be like, do you want to play the line minigame? And I will say no every single time. And yes, I say it every time, I understand why it exists. It helps players not get stuck if they run out of money. That's literally why it exists. So no matter what happens, you can, if you're really keen, you can grind to get some money. But it takes such a ridiculously high degree of patience. Alright. So it's the second Kalpa that we need to go to, I believe. But first, let me drop a save. Because the third Kalpa is just the one where Rido was chasing us. The fourth Kalpa is where we just were. There's nothing there. The only other place where that was previously cursed that's no longer cursed was the second Kalpa. That was the maze. So now I don't remember where to go. I think I remember roughly where it is. It's in the top left quadrant from memory. Sounds about right. At least this area has a pretty cool soundtrack. I think Shoji Meguro did most of the work on this soundtrack. But he didn't do much, if any work, I think, on SMT5 soundtrack. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure he didn't do a lot of the work on the SMT5 soundtrack. It was, Ryoto Kozuka or something like that. I can't remember his exact name. He did most of the work on the SMT5 soundtrack, which is also a banger. I think it's the top left. Yes. So to get to that one spot there. Alrighty. We're making it, folks. Somehow, someway, we're doing it. Oh, I remember these guys. How the mighty have fallen. At one point, these guys were like the toughest enemies in the game for me. Not in a literal sense. Like they were the. How do I explain it? They weren't like the hardest enemies in the game, but they were like, this is the enemies that are gonna be like the most challenging for you right now. Like, in terms of levels and all that sort of stuff. I probably didn't word that very well. And I don't think the second time was any better. Yeah, it's the second door? Yes. So I think we have to probably go through the maze, but it's no longer going to be cursed. Right? The curse has been undone. You can go now. But I still have to go through now, man. And we should be able to Estoma our way through this, right? Like, the enemies here surely aren't high enough level that they can... Okay, they are definitely strong enough. Loros, this guy whose name I always forget. It's not Abaddon, is it? It is Abaddon, okay. I love the animation when he gets hit. So dramatic. 3 Florises, okay. Now let's use Hasopa. Holy shit. Hasopa is actually really good. I need to make sure I'm going the right way. Because there's doors that take you to the back to the start. They're handy when you're trying to leave. But they're not so handy when you're trying to get through the maze. Ooh, Tao Ti. Oh, this guy's reflects physical attacks, I think. Let's just escape. Okay, so that one's a shortcut. This is the correct way. This one's a shortcut. This one's the correct way. Yes? Yes. Correct. Correctus. Let me jump down into the pit. Alrighty. I wonder if you still get the money if you hadn't gone through here. But I suppose the money wouldn't be that useful anymore. Alright, I'll tell you something you might want to know. My drinking buddy's somewhere up in Tokyo getting hammered. He's got the key that opens the golden doors. Oh. Getting hammered. So it's probably in, the only bar that I know is the one in, Ginza, I think? I think so. Like how he just drops that, like, unprompted. Like, it's not like you said to him, like, oh, I heard you know something about the star key. He's like, oh, yeah, my drinking buddy's got the star key. He just comes in and it's just like, oh, yeah, by the way, if you're looking for the star key, well, no particular reason, I've been watching you or anything. But if you're looking for the star key, my drinking buddy's got it. Yeah, I think it's Nyx's bar is the only, it's the only bar that I can think of. So we go around here. Okay. Yes, this is indeed the right way. Pretty sure it has to be Nyx's bar. Yeah, that was... we got the moon key, I think, and that let us open those doors. Or was it the sun key? I can't remember. It's either the sun or the moon key. Now we're getting the star key. Star key and touch. What do you have to say for yourself? That incredible power might have been the great will coming to observe us. Well, not even he can stop our master's plan now. Don't ask why they're all like southerners. It's just the voice I decided to give them. Okay, now we go back to the start. I do wish you could just travel between them without having to do this. It would be so much faster. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the only bar is in Ginza. Should be. I didn't get hit by anything that time, that was pretty good. There should be like a flawless bonus. Demons grow restless, that's fine. Let's get out of here. Ginza. Ginza. I'll pop down a save as well, because why not? What's Coca-Cola gonna come up with next? First Diet Coke, now Diet Building. Okay, pretty sure this is gonna be the right place. I can't imagine there'd be anywhere else that's got an active bar. This is an SMT4. With all the Hunters Associations. I really like the Hunters Associations, they're so cool. And again, it's just another example of like sprite work that looks so cool. Like the little preview you get at the bar and stuff like that is just so nice. Hello. Shijima is a still world where all petty emotions are relinquished. You become one with the universe and there's no need to suffer. It fits a person who keeps his cool, like me. Well, you're not going to be able to keep your cool, you're not going to exist. Yosuga plans to make Tokyo a place for only the best and brightest. It's intended to be a refined new world where the weak don't exist. I say that idea is bullshit, but hey. Hello.
Well, hello.
There's a tower coming from Kakatsuchi connected to the obelisk. It's like Kakatsuchi saying to come on up. Shijima, Yosuga, Musubi, which reason will guide Tokyo? Ikawa, Chiaki, Isamu, who will become Tokyo's conqueror? The moment of fate is near. Musubi believes in total individuality. Their world is one where you can do anything you want without ever having to meddle with anyone else. What do you think of that? I mean, it sounds pretty nice. Is it you? Oh, you again. What? The star key? I drank the damn thing, or I might as well have. I sold it to a curious mannequin, see? I needed the money, what with my room being raided and all. The booze helps. Yeah. I wonder who stole from your room. Maybe one day you'll find out. I don't know. A curious mannequin. It has to be the collector, right? Who's in Asakusa. Fortunately, he's one of the few that weren't killed. The rest of them were in Mifunashiro with Bitomimi, so they got killed. He stayed in his shop because he didn't want anyone to steal his shit. Good call, I think. All things considered. Alrighty. Is this what Asakusa actually looks like? Like it's got like this covered up area. Everything looks like a temple. It's kind of cool. I'm not fighting you, dude. Any enemy that blocks physical attacks, I'm just like, bruh, just leave me alone. Okay, let's use Stormar. We can Makatora a few people as well. May as well. Yeah, so basically we don't actually need healing shrines anymore. Hey, how you doing, gaming? We've just beaten Beelzebub, and now we're getting a key.
Welcome.
Buy? Do you sell the key?
What do you
Talk?
want?
By the way, I got this from a demon for 60 marker the other day. 60!
Oh.
It's called a star key, but I'm not interested in it. I'm only interested in man-made items. So I'll give it to you if you like. Do you want it? Yes. I see. Okay then, here you go. I saved the star
That's what
key.
I'll do.
Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your shopping.
What do you want?
Hope you're doing well, gaming. Just got to 917 on Metaphor. Farming in the dungeon to get Leaves of Light. Yeah, it is well worth farming Leaves of Light. 917, so you're pretty close. I think to the end. Relatively. I can't remember what the last day is, but you're getting there. You're definitely in the home stretch. Nice. Yeah, it's well worth harvesting Leaves of Light. Soul Hacker is so much. Soul Hacker is a great archetype. It's awesome. Emerald Vortex, piercing everything. It's so powerful. Any attack that pierces in a game is so powerful. Okay, well now we can go back to the labyrinth. And we should be able to progress. So I need to get to the... Which Kalpa is it? Oh man, I forgot. The third Kalpa. Yes, it's the third Kalpa. 6 days before the Luis fight in Grand Trad. Oh yeah, okay. So you're pretty close. Level 58, nice. That sounds about right. I can't remember what level I was around there. Pretty much, if in the dungeons that you're in, you're killing a lot of the overworld enemies in one shot, you're, like, at a respectable level. That's the measure I use to figure out whether I'm on the right track or not. If I can kill the enemies in the overworld. Like, not having to battle them. Yeah, you're getting there, you're getting there. Yeah, you've got the whole party. Unlocked most of the archetypes, probably. Trying to get martial arts. Yeah, Basilio is so strong. I kind of slept on Basilio until my second playthrough. I think he has one of the highest, like, damage potentials out of anybody in the party. So I need to get to this spot. How do I get there? Okay, I need to go back a little bit. Alright. Yes. Him having charge, plus being buffed for more physical damage, he does so much damage, it's insane. I have to go... How do I get down there? Okay, I have to go this way. Yeah, I didn't really use Basilio that much. How close are you to finishing this game? I'm pretty close, I think. Like, I've unlocked the ability to do the final dungeon, but I'm trying to clean up all the side content first. So, I reckon I'm basically there. What level am I? I'm like level 73? That sounds about right. In terms of Atlas games, that sounds about right in terms of being able to clear them. Ooh. Most Atlas games I find you'll finish when you're around like low level 70s, mid to level 70s. If you're not like grinding a huge amount, I mean. Even sometimes 60s. Between 60s and 70s is what the levels are. I think for Persona 5 I was like level 60 something. Metaphor, I can't remember what level I was when I finished it. But I did grind a lot in Metaphor. Here's the star key, here we go. Oh, don't tell me I have to do the minigame again. Oh. I'm so sick of this minigame. Oh. Your team is protagonist is a wizard. That's probably a good call. Hulkenberg, Dark Knight, Heizmei Ninja, and last place Basilio Arjuna. Heizmei is awesome. I think I pretty much had him on my party almost the whole playthrough. Once I got him. His like versatility is so good. Here we go. I think the team that I used in my first playthrough was who did I have? Protag, obviously. Heismei, Juna, and Yufa. Yeah, Steel is so good. You can get some really great, crazy items. Okay, now I need to get down to the 4th Culpa. Okay, I do know what I'm doing in this game, believe it or not, but... There's so much back and forth in this, area. Ouch. Oh god. Yeah, Summoner's MP cost is really high. But Summoner is a really awesome class. Because it's got basically coverage for everything. So it's definitely one of those, like... it's a balanced sort of situation, right? I don't know if that's the right word. I can't remember if there's a way to lower her MP cost. No, I don't remember. Yeah, passive MP regen is super good. Can't remember, I think... You're not too far, I think, from unlocking the final mage upgrades. I don't really remember, though. Pretty sure within the next couple of days, you should get the rest of the mage stuff. I honestly don't remember where I'm supposed to go. Okay, let's just go back to the entrance. I'll pop down a save and then we'll keep going again. Does Daisojo evolve? No, Daisojo does not evolve. I just used Daisojo because he's just really good. He's got a lot of coverage. He's immune to pretty much any status effect. He repels, I think, both dark and light attacks. And the setup that I've got him on, he's got some really good debuff skills. He can regain MP. He's got a full heal. He's really good. So he's a bit squishy, but he's really he's my tech character basically. He's always broken, yeah. But yeah, it doesn't evolve, but he's perfectly fine as he is. If he did have the chance to evolve, I probably wouldn't evolve him because he would probably lose his unique skill. Meditation is just so powerful. Like, the ability to just have infinite MP. And the setup I've got him with, he can give other people MP. He's got a revive, a full heal. Fog Breath is super good. Prayer, he regains MP just by walking around. Okay, so I need to go to the 4th Culpa. Okay. We're getting there, we're getting there. Shit, I was meant to save the game. Oh well. Yeah, I've been using the same party for, like, ages. Because they don't have any, like, weaknesses. The only issue is when we come up against an enemy that either blocks physical attacks or is, like, resistant to physical attacks, then the fights tend to take a while. But other than that, nothing terribly difficult so far. Beelzebub was pretty tough, but I think I might be slightly underleveled. I can't really tell. My only weakness is the minigame. Yeah, I suck at the minigame. The thing is, I'm pretty good at the... It's almost the exact same minigame in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. I'm actually pretty good at it, but then... I think the DS controls are a bit more conducive for it. I am using a controller rather than a keyboard and mouse. I can't even imagine how you do it with a keyboard and mouse. Like, you'd be absolutely crying of how annoying that minigame would be. Oh no. I still don't really know what determines whether we go first or they go first. I could not tell you at this point. Having almost finished the game. I think it might just be random. Ah, crap, I was meant to use electricity with her. Look, he fled. Alright, Bolt Storm. There we go, nice. I do actually have some weaknesses because of the Megatime I'm using. I'm using Gaia, so I'm weak to Force, Light, and Dark. But it will unlock me Gaia Rage, which I think is one of the strongest skills in the game from what I remember. Okay, so now I should be able to... Oh, I don't want to go in through the new moon, otherwise we end up in Hell's Hall again, which we don't want. Okay, 1-8, that's fine. Yeah, just go down the ladder. Alright, and now we'll be able to actually progress because we've opened the door. Of course, we're going to get a random encounter first. Nah, I'm not fighting these bozos. They block physical attacks. No thanks. Alright, here we go. What lies through the door? Oh! Cutscene. There is a peephole. Will you look inside? Yes, I will. PS2 cutscene. Oh! A raucous applause. Thank you, thank you.
At last, you have restored all of the menorahs to their rightful places. I promised earlier that I would answer all of your questions, sparing no detail.
Okay.
It may have occurred to you that the menorahs were not, in fact, stolen. In truth,
What?
my master gave them to those whom he deemed worthy.
Yeah, it was a contest. It was like a battle royale. I understood that.
I must apologize for not being honest with you, but there is a reason. If you listen to what I have to say, I am sure you will understand.
Okay, let's hear it.
The forces of light and darkness have fought throughout the universe, even beyond the flow of time. Their battles have affected every living being in existence. Demons and humans are no exception. They have simply been cogwheels in the infernal machine called war. And the war still rages on, even as we speak. However, one individual vowed to put an end to this eternal war.
This sets up the plot of SMT5 nicely, actually.
He decided to create a demon of chaos, one that would inherit his will, and enter the final battle against the forces of light. The fiends were prepared for the creation of that demon.
Yeah, Matador and Hellrider really don't fit the aesthetic of the rest, except being skeletons, but anyway.
He believed that by challenging and overcoming death, the demon would become the fruit of destruction, the black hope that we had awaited for so long.
Oh, it's Mother Hala at the back. I was like, what the hell is that? It's like Mother Hala, but she's really shaded out for some reason.
That is what he and my master planned. The fiends and the labyrinth of Amala were ordeals meant to test you. One fiend challenged you, unaware of the truth, while another fiend fell to you, dreaming of a future of chaos. Yes, this was all in preparation for the final battle. You have vanquished all the fiends, and now here you stand, just as he hoped. A demon with the strength to become the champion of chaos. So, will you lend your strength to us, for the sake of all who live in darkness? I cannot force you to help us. If you choose to walk the path of a human, then there is no need for you to return here. But, if you have doubts about the laws of the universe, about fate, or the providence of the Absolute One, then you should come to us at the very bottom of the labyrinth. There, you shall be born again as a full demon, body and soul. Let me conclude by telling you about a human who has crossed your path.
Righto?
One who is drifting, being kept alive by fate. It is my master's wish that you listen before deciding upon a path to take.
Okay. It's not Righto, surely. Oh, Hijiri.
The man I am referring to was known as Hijiri in your previous world. He died, but as fate would have it, he carried on in the Vortex world.
He died? So he never made it to the hospital?
Think back to when you first met him, to when the conception occurred. Hijiri shared the fate of all the others who perished in the dawning chaos. As he was heading to the hospital where you already were, the conception began, and his life ended.
So he never made it, damn.
Did it not seem odd to you that he was in the Vortex world, unaffected, unchanged?
I just assumed he made it there. I mean, we met up and then I made it to the hospital. Like, there's no reason why he couldn't have made it too.
It was all because of the mortal sin which he committed.
What?
He was a being toyed with by fate, denied the respite of death, and condemned to carry the burden of atonement forever. His punishment was to see with his own eyes all that happens in the world, to record the balance of events through all the ages. A task as endless as scooping water out of the sea with a cup. He was condemned to wander the infinite span of time. Man can change the course of his next life by virtue of his karma.
It sounds like, in Devil Survivor, what's his name? Kane. Or, what's his name? I can't remember what his name is in the game. He's your player's quote-unquote cousin, but he's Kane.
But that privilege was taken away from Hijiri. Though his body may perish, his soul will remain unsaved. He must continue on with his task. He lives a cursed, eternal life, just like a demon.
But why?
Watch and record the history of the world. Witness the entirety of the endless war between order and chaos.
Well, what did he do?
That is your punishment for your unforgivable sin.
That seems like a very harsh
Do you
punishment.
understand now? By the will of Amala, he was given a life of torment, and emerged in the Vortex world without realizing that he had died. Soon after, your paths crossed again. That is probably because you have the potential to affect the course of the new world. So by accompanying you, he has unknowingly been fulfilling his destiny. Tragically,
Yeah.
he has no memory
Kinda
of his
sacrificed
sin,
him.
his punishment, or even his death.
Wait, is it really that bad of a punishment? So he doesn't remember what he did. He doesn't remember the fact that he's punished. And he doesn't remember that he died. So even though he's condemned to relive things and go through the cycle over and over again, if he doesn't remember any of it, is it really a punishment?
He believes that he survived the conception, and has acted accordingly.
Maybe I'm missing something.
As for the results of his efforts, you
Well,
already know the outcome.
I sacrificed him,
In
yeah.
the body of a mannequin, Hijiri challenged those vying for creation,
He was a mannequin, huh?
and he lost his body once again.
But his soul lives on, I suppose. But why are you telling me all this?
He is now on a journey to a new land of suffering, but his will can never be freed, and his sin never redeemed. Do you want your life to be predestined as well? Or would you rather choose your own actions? If you do not wish to be ruled by destiny, if you would prefer to walk with demons on a new, untrodden path, then please, come visit my master. You can open the door ahead with the menorah I gave you. Will you come meet my master?
Sure, I will.
Then, we will be waiting in the deepest part of the labyrinth. I will open the way to the last door. Please use the menorah and come see us. We look forward to seeing you soon. Until then...
I guess all this time, whoever the audience is, we're not cheering for them, they were cheering for us. And now that we're on the final step, I guess, before achieving their goals, they're obviously very excited. Interesting. Okie dokie. Here we go, minigame. Hate this minigame so much. And I feel like just in terms of experiencing the most of the game that I can, this probably makes the most sense to do this path. He's so fast. You don't have time to even react to all the stuff that's coming. And the movement is not super precise. Oh god. At 172 marker, nice. I wonder if you just get bonked over and over again. Can you actually lose money? Surely they don't let you lose any money. They'd probably, like, you just wouldn't gain anything.